Hi everyone, welcome to my video on transforming data in Power BI, and we're continuing with the Fantasy Premier League theme. In the last video I loaded in 3 CSV files into Power BI, into Power Query, and now I'm going to perform some transformations on the data. So if you remember last time I loaded in 3 tables. One was player data, one was my auto pick team, and one was the fixture list for the season. What we're going to focus on in this video is the player data, right? And I've actually cheated and done some of these already. Now, when you do transformations in Power BI, Power BI records the transformations you do as an applied step, so they can be repeated each time data is loaded in. So the source, the promoted headers, and the change type, they were all applied steps that happened when I actually brought the CSV in. And then I brought this data in and looked at it. I haven't done too many transformations, but I've cheated a little bit and got a little bit in front and started before I started filming. All right, so I created a full name column. There was first names and surnames. I just wanted full name in there. Now, in theory, I can now remove first and surnames, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that just yet. Right, but if I just click on the little gear icon there to call up the custom column dialog box. Right, you can see there I create a column called full name, and it's just a concatenation of first name and second name with a space in the middle. There was a column in here called, so if I go back, there's a column in here called web name that was offering nothing and had little value, so I've taken that out. And then I renamed a column. There was a column in the initial data set called value season, and it was basically returning the points per million. So if we take Mohamed Salah, he scored around about 240 points, maybe just under last season, and he's currently valued at 12.5 million. So it divides his score last year by his value, and it gives you the points per million. So I've renamed it to that just to make it easier for me to understand what that means. And then I did take out another column as well. There was a photo column in here that was adding no value. I was going to do no analysis on that, so I've taken it out. Now, just having a quick squint through and a look through, there's not much else I want to change for the time being, but I'm going to caveat that with saying I might come back at some point and revisit this again. But I can undo some of the things I've done. So that column I removed, the photo column. If I go up a step in the applied steps, right, and then if I go say choose a column and go to column, you will see from this point that if I can just find it, photo is there, right, and I can go to it. And there he is. This is a list of the photos, but if I drop down one, photo disappears because I've gone away. So it gives you a way to step through what you've done, so you go back and see and make the changes. You can see what changes you have made. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this video. We've made our transformation. All I'm going to do now is hit on close and apply. This should bring the tables into Power BI with the transformations made. So you can see I've got my fixtures, my auto pick, and I've got my player data. If I expand player data, you can see there's been a whole bunch of summarization stuff done, and it is in alphabetical order. So you can see there my full name column has been included. There's no photo column in there, and now we can start to analyze this data and build some visuals using Power BI to tell that story, and then we can pick our team. Now, I'm not going to pick my team until next week. I'm probably going to look to do that probably around about Tuesday. And the reason for that is there's still lots of stuff happening with the players. So, for example, some are still coming back, some are still injured, some have got transfer sagas going on. So I'm going to leave it a bit closer to deadline day, which is Friday, before I actually pick my team. But I will do it before Friday and share that with you in a video as well. But come back again, because we're going to build some visuals and we'll start analysing this data, and we'll analyse my team in the next video. And not my team, it'll be the auto pick team, and I'm going to be changing that team before next week. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for joining me. I've been Gethin Ellis, and this is Fit Football.